You are not going to believe what happened this time. I finally get up the courage to ask somebody out. We get out on the date. Of course, I'm a little bit late when I show up, so that doesn't start off so good, of course. And we get out there, and I'm getting ready just to say something really nice, and I turn and I knock this drink right on her dress. And it's like, oh my, clumsy strikes again. It was classic. I mean, it was just the story of my life. Right there in that one little moment.
Mm-hmm. So what did you do when you spilt this drink on her dress?
Oh, I apologized, and I got the napkins. I was trying to dry her off. I offered to pay. To pay for the dry cleaning on her dress. I sent her roses the next day, and haven't heard from her since.
Right. Okay. So what did you tell yourself? What was going on in your head when you spilt the drink?
Oh crap! Here we go again.
Here we go.
It was just I'm never gonna get this right. I took everything I had to, get her to go out on the date with me, and then I blow it by doing this. It's just par for the course for me.
Yeah, and again, you notice we've been focusing on a lot of your thoughts and beliefs, and you've been writing them down too in your journal. What kind of beliefs you think surrounded that episode?
Oh, I'm never going to get this right. I am destined to be alone. I'm not going to ever be able to be with a woman without screwing it up somehow.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that might be a little extreme, you're thinking? A little catastrophic? I spill a drink on her, and therefore this proves I'll never do it right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard back from her. It doesn't seem, it doesn't seem too good for me. I just, I married a great woman, and I messed that up.
Okay, you say you married a great woman, you messed that up.
Right.
How'd you mess it up?
Well, she divorced me.
Okay. And that was because of you?
Yeah.
You're completely...
Well, I think so. I mean, pretty much. I mean, I wasn't making a whole lot of money. I wasn't, doing very well. I was maybe drinking a little bit more than I should have, and I wasn't a good husband.
Then what do you think her leaving you and the divorce meant? What did you tell yourself about that?
Well, the same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah, it's just clearly that didn't work. It's not going to work.
Okay, so nothing I'll do will ever work.
Yeah.
So you're taking that event, the divorce, and her not wanting to continue living with you anymore, as proof that basically you're not worthy. Is that it? I don't know. I'm checking.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like pretty good evidence.
Okay. Well, tell me about that evidence. Where is the evidence that because she didn't like you or like certain things about you, that therefore she was right?
What do you mean, therefore she was...
Well, it sounds like her judgment of you is truth. You're not even willing to question that.
Well,
You're kind of thinking.
Yeah, I've always just assumed that it was right, that's the way it was.
Yeah. You make a lot of assumptions, it seems like to me. And sometimes those assumptions seem like a big leap, that she left me, therefore this proves that no other woman could find me worthwhile. You didn't say that exactly, but...
Right, and I thought I was getting through that by going out and asking this woman out.
Right.
And I actually felt great that she said yes.
Okay.
And then I screw it up. It's like, I don't know, I can't win.
Yeah. And you're certain that because you haven't heard from her is because she never wants to speak to you again.
Well...
Is that true or false?
Well, I thought that. I don't know. When you put it that way, I don't know how certain I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm getting you to, I hope, kind of look at, some of your beliefs that you have about what happens to you in life and see, is that really the way it is in reality? It seems like a lot of your thoughts get you into trouble. Like when you spilt the drink, what did you tell yourself? Oh, I'm clumsy.
Right. Well, I think I even said that. I think I even said it out loud. And
yeah. And is it okay to be clumsy once in a while? No.
Well, not what I mean spilling a drink on somebody. But yeah, I mean, yes, it is okay to be clumsy once in a while.
Yeah. But you see, again, I want you to be thinking about your thoughts and your self-talk. You came in on yourself and said what a clumsy, person you were, and you'd never get it right, and she'll never want to talk to you. You didn't quite say it yet, but
I don't feel like I say that stuff to I don't say that to myself, but it's the way I feel. It's kind of what it feels like to me.
Right. Well, I want you to, we've talked about, looking at events that happen and then looking at the consequences. The consequences are you winding up feeling miserable and like you really blew it and down because of what happened.
I have been down, yes.
Right. And I want you to see that it's not the event, namely spilling the drink on her, that leads you to that, but what you believe, what you were thinking, and what you were telling yourself. See, so what did you tell yourself at that moment?
Well, this is terrible. Oh my God, this is terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
Embarrassing.
And is there another thing you could think about telling yourself that wouldn't be quite so critical? What's another way you could talk to yourself?
Sheesh. It's funny. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess it could be funny in a way. I mean, stepping back from it a little bit, it is kind of funny.
Well, it didn't seem too funny to me. It seemed very painful.
Well, yeah.
As you talk about this.
It kind of reminds me of like the Three Stooges or something. It's kind of
Yeah. But you're
funny in a way.
You're the stooge.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It feels like that, yeah.
I wonder if you'll try something with me, because I'm trying to teach you how to dispute and debate some of these beliefs that get in your way at times.
Okay.
Maybe you can be the tough critic that you typically are. Like, just hang in there with that belief about how terrible you are.
Okay.
And I'll be another side of that, another belief system, okay?
Okay.
So give me a line.
Oh, there you go again. You spilled the drink. You blew the whole night.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I did spill the drink, and I am apologetic for it, but I don't know that I had to blow the whole evening and the whole rest of my career with her.
Well, but look, I mean, clearly she's upset. You spilled the drink all over her, and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to take her home now because she's all messed up. It's a disaster.
Yeah. No, it's not a disaster. It's uncomfortable for her and for me, for both of us, but it's not the end of the earth. I can stand it, and I think she can stand it. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, but it took you so long to get up the courage to ask her out again, and if you're going to do this every time, then how are you ever going to get anybody to go out with you again?
But there you go again, saying you're going to do it every time. Maybe you won't do it again. You're not destined necessarily to spill drinks on her every time you see her.
Well, there's no way she's going to go out with you again because you're clearly a klutz and nobody wants to go out with a klutz.
Okay, let's stop. How was that, to engage in that?
Sometimes it got hard to kind of come up with something new to say about, why it was bad that I did that.
You said, and I want to challenge you on this, you said, I'm sure I haven't heard from her, and that means she never wants to talk to me again. I'm condemned to eternal klutzhood. And I'll always be this way. How do you know? Where's the evidence? How did you come to that conclusion that she'd never want anything to do with you anymore because you're so despicable?
Well, I guess I don't really know. I haven't heard from her yet, so I don't know for sure.
Well, you haven't She hasn't heard from you either, has she?
Well, no. I mean, I just sent her the roses. That's all.
Okay. Well, maybe she's waiting for you to say something. Have you ever thought of that?
No, not really.
See, you're saying I haven't heard from her. That must mean she never wants to talk to me again.
Okay, I get your point. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm a little embarrassed though to call her or
Yeah. Well, maybe, I'm asking you to kind of test out your beliefs rather than just assuming that she wants nothing more to do with you. You might just see what it would be like to call her and say, I've been thinking about our last date and I feel clumsy. But I just wanted to call again and say I'm sorry if it caused any hard feelings, and, I'd sure like an opportunity to see you again.
I could try that.
Okay, so I hope you could see a little more clearly some of your thoughts and how your thoughts sometimes really get you stuck.
Well, especially the part about, kind of not knowing what she's thinking.
Right. You do a lot of assuming.
Yeah.
And you willing then to kind of keep a record of things you do and what you tell yourself and bring that in?
Okay.
Yeah, I hope you will. Good.
I'm sure I'll have plenty to write about.
That's good.
Okay.